Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So finally the mid-month patch details are out, right? So previously from the sneak peek we knew that three new not three new, right, three characters are getting uniform: Hela, right, Hamidal and Sif, and apart from that Hela is getting tier 3, so that's obvious. However, let's see how the uniforms are in terms of right, on paper at least, right? So yeah, officially so Black Friday is kind of over. As you can see, all new uniforms will be on 40% discount instead of 50%. So let's check out Hela's uniform first, right? So her uniform bonus is it increases damage dealt to superhero types by 50% and damage received from superheroes by 30%, and it applies to all allies. So yeah, fantastic, especially for PvP, right? Hmm. Right. But anyway, her leadership is also bumped from 45% of energy attack to 60% of energy attack for all allies. Let's check out her tier 1 person. Wow, it's fantastic, guys. All resistance increased by 50%. Apart from that, she gets 20% of native chain hit damage while attacking, and decreased damage received from reflect effect by 50%, and that includes both energy and physical reflect. Wow, that's superb, boy. Superb, right? Tier 2 passive is guaranteed dodge rate by 30%, super armor increase all basic defense by 40% against wonderful, and then decrease basic damage received by 25%. Wow, that's freaking nice, right? It gives it so far it gives me a really good PvP vibes, right? So her first skill is basically the same. The only thing is that the hit count has increased from 4 to 8. So alright, whatever it is. Her second skill is also almost similar. Only thing is that the attack range has increased. Well, whatever that means. And now her third skill is a counter attack skill. Wow, just like Wolverine and many other characters like Silver Surfer. So it has bleed, stun, right, and 100% chance to immunity to all damage for 4 seconds, right? And then it has got an accumulation based on the damage she takes, right? However, I hope the accumulation is not based on whether she's able to counter or not, otherwise that would be really bad, right? And yeah, and that would be situational, right? However, the accumulation is for 8 seconds at a cooldown of 6 seconds, so that's fan freaking tastic, boys. And her fourth skill has silence, paralysis, and then all defense down, which stacks up to 50%, and she has got a great recovery of 15% of max HP recovery. Wow. And then it also increases her skill damage and bonus damage. Very interesting. And her final skill, fifth skill, also has 15% of max HP recovery, right? So she has a total of 2 skill which recovers her HP, and somehow the only thing that she's missing is burn for ABX. Otherwise, yeah, she could really give a bit of could have given a bit of challenge to Loki, right? Wow, but so far, fan freaking tastic, guys. Awesome uniform bonus. At least on papers, right? At least on papers, great. I mean, she's going to be a great leadership character, nonetheless, right? There is no doubt about it. So let's check out Hamidal, right? So Hamidal, his uniform effect, it applies only to himself. 30% increase of physical attack and 15% of chain hit, so which is a lot. And apart from that, whenever he is debuff, right, it removes all debuffs for 10 seconds at a cooldown of 12 seconds. So it's better than any debuff lead, or even better than Wasp lead, means Wasp passive, right? So wow, best debuff leadership, I would say, or as a uniform bonus. Means this effect doesn't applies only just for 2 seconds, that's it, right? So his leadership has also changed. So 40% of all the basic defense, which is kind of meh. However, the interesting part is he also applies a ignore target dodge rate by 30%, which is actually good, especially against null. And his tier 1 passive is dodge rate increased by 15%, and he gets another ignore target dodge rate of 40%. Wow. Immunity to blind. Well, it would be really interesting to use him with mighty CTP of destruction, or maybe even a brilliant CTP of destruction, right? Because he has so many ignore dodge in his kit. So yeah, that will be interesting to see. And his tier 2 passive is increase guaranteed dodge rate by 40%, increase skill damage bonus damage, and decrease basic damage received by 40%, which is okay. Skill 1, nothing much, just normal bleed damage. Skill 2 has paralysis, which ignores immunity, and third skill has silence, stun, right, and guard hits, right. Fourth skill has bleed and immunity for 1 second. Well, it could be like a continuous buff type of things, right, which is kind of a trend nowadays. Apart from that, he gets a frenzy skill, right, 35% of all attack and all defense. Yeah, not bad, not bad. And his last skill gives 30% of shock damage, 80% chance of missing attack, then again paralysis, decrease all basic defense by 20%, stacks up to 50%, and again a frenzy buff, right. However, one thing seems to be missing from his kit, which is a heal, and nowadays any character without heal, irrespective of how good they are in terms of damage, right, they can't really last, right. So I'm not sure why they skipped healing on Hamidar, but let's see. Hopefully Sif has got some healing, right. So let's see. So Sif uniform bonus, all allies increase all speed by 10%, increase basic damage dealt to boss type by 45%. Wow, she is definitely a must buy, and if you haven't really transcended her, it is about time to transcend her. No questions asked, guys, no questions asked, right. And apart from that, her leadership is 30% increase to max HP and 35% increase to physical attack, which is again very good. Her tier 1 passive is 30% chance to penetrate almost everything, and she also gets super armor and basic all defense of up to 30%. Her tier 2 passive is increased guaranteed dodge rate by 30% and guaranteed critical rate by 30%, which is actually very good. Apart from that, she gets some skill damage bonus damage. So far so good. First skill, bleed damage, stun, nothing much. Second skill has burn, so that's nice. Third skill has invincibility and also accumulation, right. Wow, which is excellent, guide, and 1% of total all basic attack increase. And skill 4 has stun, right, and also immunity to all damage for 5 seconds. And finally, skill 5 has bleed, paralysis, and all defense down, which stacks up to 60%. And she gets a 25% of max HP recovery along with the frenzy buff. So it seems our boy Heimdall is the only one who is left out without any heal in the mid-month patch, right. So yeah, it is what it is, right. Oh boy. So Hela is getting a tier 3, so let's see how it looks like. So it has bleed, which is meh, paralysis, ignores immunity, all defense down, which stacks up to 60% and 80% chance to penetrate everything. 10 seconds of invincibility, removes all divers for 10 seconds, and then increase basic damage by 150% for one attack, 100% increase of charge rate of accumulation, like true damage effect. So again, Sharon Rogers type tier 3, right. So which is actually good, which this is the only thing which Hyperion is actually missing, right, because this tier 3 effect is with Sharon Rogers, Dr. Doom, and yeah, even War Machine. Unfortunately, Hyperion is the only one who's missing this, right. So as we saw in the sneak peek, it's the same. Her tier 3 animation is similar, right, or rather same in fact, right. And not only that, boys and girls, all the 3 characters are actually getting new artifacts, right. So for Hela, it's Blessing of Death. So what does it just? It's nothing much. It's just a copy and paste of Wolverine's artifact. Like Wolverine's artifact was copied and pasted from Null's passive, and now it is being transferred to Hela. For Wolverine, it's understandable because of his healing factor. He's an unkillable machine. However, I don't know about even though she's a goddess, but still, it's very lazy, and means the uniqueness of Wolverine, like, it's kind of lost. I hope they don't do it for like multiple characters, but I really doubt it, right. So Hamidal is getting Vision of Realms. So what it does when his HP is below 60%, Remember, this is for a 6-star artifact. Okay, it increases basic damage dealt to supervillain faction by 20% and recovers HP by 60%. Wow, that's a lot, right? But this is really bad. So in order to play with Hamidal, right, you require his artifact, otherwise he's kind of unplayable, right? Because any character after World Boss Legend stage 20, right, they cannot survive without heal. And if you want to really play with Hamidal and have a heal, you need to have his artifact. That's lame, really lame, Net Marvel. Shame on you, right? So Sif is also getting an artifact, Goddesses of Victory. So it's basic damage dealt to supervillain by 20% and decrease basic damage received by supervillain by 20%, which is kind of a generic stuff, right? However, the most important thing, boys, Thena is getting some buffs to her kit, right? So as you can see over here, couple of her skills are getting changed. So her tier 3 skill, okay, now it has ignore targeting effect, which is absolutely freaking wonderful. And previously it has an increased basic damage by 50% for one attack. However, now it has been improved to increase basic damage by 100% for one attack, so almost double. And her tier 2 passive has also changed. So as you can see, they have added ignore target dodge rate by 20%, which is again good. So you don't have to depend just upon her artifact, so which is very good, right? And her fourth skill, right, they have added 20% of max HP recovery. So it applies to even to her base kit, right? This, whether you have base kit or uniform, it's same. So she has 20% of max HP recovery, which is not less, which is actually very good. Now if you equip the uniform, there are certain benefits, right? So the accumulation, which was 0.6% in case of her base look, now it gets bumped to 1%, which is again very good. And apart from that, her uniform effect, right, it had a 10% of chain hit damage, which gets bumped to 15%. So yeah, very good. So now I can say that Thena could be worth each and every crystal spent, right? At least she's worth building right now. Yeah, definitely. We have to see how she plays out, but after at least the heal itself, right, makes it worth getting Thena, right? So Makari had, apart from that, there are some other game fixes, like Makari's fourth skill has been fixed. It has some targeting or rather range issues, so they have fixed that. And apart from that, couple of other nitty gritty stuffs, right? So yeah, so I'm really excited for, like, especially for Hela and Sif, especially due to Sif's uniform passive, which is increase basic damage dealt to boss type by 40%, and it applies to all allies in the team. So we have to, it looks like Sif is the new support character for World Boss Legend, right? Absolutely. And I'm also excited for Hela as well, right? So we have to wait and watch, right? So I'm really excited, and I'm really happy for Thena, my girl, right? Yeah, fan freaking tastic. So that's being said, boys and girls, I can't really wait for the update. So yeah, so I'll catch you guys soon when the update drops. And if you like the video, please do leave a like on the video, do subscribe to the channel, and please do leave a comment down below with your opinion, right? So until next time, boys and girls, till then, take care and have fun.